Hello YouTube, hope you're doing well. We are carrying on building this bad boy, the Mustang. If you would like to watch these streams on YouTube, like what the people watching on YouTube are doing, you can head over to the channel, and then there's no faff. There's no waiting around for me to do the fucking sausage roll raffle. There's no waiting around for me to just put my homemade milkshake in the fridge. That is something that I did on stream before I brought YouTube in. I was drinking a milkshake, realised it was far too sickly, and then put it in the fridge. It's a good milkshake. I'm excited to have it tomorrow. Lou says, what's the place where Finch guys veggies? What? I don't know. I'm confused. I'm very, very confused. Don't hate on women. That is very sound advice. That is very sound advice. Feminism isn't dead, boys. Women got a dub. You love to see it. I don't really care about football, but I watched the match yesterday. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good match. There was hardly any drama. And yeah, it dawned on me that the reason I don't like sports, well, the reason I don't like watching sports is because of dudes. Dudes are pricks. Like, it's funny to watch a bunch of, like, guys just go at each other and go, oh, ref, what the fuck? You know, that is funny in small doses, which is why I don't mind watching the World Cup. It is quite funny to just watch a bunch of people just, like, fight each other. Because, like, as soon as a guy's tackled during the World Cup, or, like, the Euros, they, like, fucking start swinging. They're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, mate. And that is entertaining to watch. But I'd rather just watch, like, if I'm going to be watching the football, I'd rather just watch the football. So, and that's basically what happened yesterday. It was just, how many minutes? Like 120 minutes of just football. There was like one moment where the player that reminded me of a woman, Harry Maguire, went to spark someone out. And that was the only bit of drama. I was like, cool, that's fine with me. I was very happy to watch that. And Bev says, don't go on Twitch, it's an awful place with awful people. However, you will get a few free drinks. This is true. Off of one guy in particular on Twitch, he will give you free drinks and free sausage rolls. If you react to his messages on Discord. But apart from that, Twitch is awful. Do not recommend. Yeah, the advice I would give to myself is do not start a Twitch channel. Do not stream on Twitch. Silly idea. No, I'm kidding. For the most part. There are days when I press the go live button, I'm just there like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, man? You know? Oh, buys. What's the place where Finch buys veggies? Oh yeah, because he's a fucking Tory, isn't he? He's a posh boy. He's not an actual Tory, I don't think. But yeah, I know that he buys it from like a really... Does he buy his veggies from like Waitrose or M&S or something? I feel like he buys it from one of the really expensive supermarkets. Because he's Finch. That's just what he does. Fucking boomer. Absolute boomer. I would apologise to him for just outing him on stream like this, but I won't apologise because he's a boomer who buys his veggies from expensive supermarkets. I mean, I'm not much better. I do drive to the big Tesco's to get my veggies because they last longer. But I'm not going to fucking Waitrose to buy veggies. That is ridiculous. Did you see the new Drew Gooden video? Oh, I have not. No, I'm not actually subscribed to him. I don't know if I'm subscribed to anyone. Or if I do, I don't really pay attention. But I will watch a Drew Gooden video when it's, like, recommended to me on the homepage. And I go, oh yeah, shit, Drew Gooden. I like his stuff. Why, what is it? What's it about? I do bloody love a good Drew Gooden video. I'm not really a fan of Danny Gonzalez, even though they're the same guy. I'm not really a fan of him, or at least his content. But I do like a good Drew Gooden video, and he has a very nice wife and a very cool cat. There it is. And Lou says it is Waitrose, I think. Ah. Okay. Yeah. So he is a Tory. Is this a fucking lo-fi remix of... It sounds like a lo-fi remix of that fucking song from Up. I think it is, you know. Oh shit. Free treat is ready. Let me redeem that bad boy. Continue. Bear with me. I'm doing some stream admin. Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? Need the notification to come through. There you go. Cool, we can close Chrome now. Not crash our stream. Oh, fuck. Title is, I took Ninja's Masterclass and it ruined my life. Oh, that sounds like a good video. That sounds like a fucking good video. Is it good? Have you watched it, Lou? That does sound like a fucking good video, though, it has to be said. Who's your favourite, content creator? Oh, see, excluding me. If anyone's favourite content creator out there is me, you need some professional help. I'm just saying. I don't do anything. And Lou says, yep, pretty good. Bit long, around 38 minutes. Ooh, you know what? I can watch that tomorrow during my lunch. Although, no, to be fair, I won't do that. I'm going to watch Better Call Saul during my lunch. Now that I, you know, now that there's no one, there's no Ginger and not Ginger streaming during tomorrow lunch, that does give me a free hour, which means I'll be watching Better Call Saul. You already fucking know. That used to be what I do when I worked at a restaurant. When I worked at unbranded chicken restaurant. Every Tuesday, when the new Better Call Saul episode came out, I would then wake up in the morning, have a shower, and then I would watch Better Call Saul. And then I'd go to work. Obviously, I can't really do that now because I don't start at 5 PM. I start at normal time. Those were fun days. I would watch Better Call Saul when literally no one else watched it. Like, back then, because that would have been like... Yeah, that would have been season 2? Season 3? What seasons were... Yeah, I think it was... I think Season 2 was 2016 and Season 3 was 2017. So I remember watching it during those 2 seasons when I used to work at Unspecified Chicken Restaurant. And yeah, there was literally no one else watching that show. Like, I remember when I'd talk to people about it, they'd be like, what? What the fuck is a Better Call Saul? I'd be like, the character from Breaking Bad. They'd be like, don't know what that is. Well, obviously people knew what Breaking Bad was at that point, but I'd be like, the character from Breaking Bad, he has a spin-off show. And they'd go, why does he have a spin-off show? And I'd be like, I don't know, they just wanted to do it, but it's good, you need to watch it. And I'd be like, I don't think so. And now, you know, there's a few people that watch it, but even then. Hardly anyone's watched that show. Very slept on, considering it's a GOAT TV show, as the kids say. It's absolutely goated, as the kids say. Is it a thing that kids say if you say as the kids say? I think that then destroys all credibility that you may have had. That is how it works, right? If you say slang but then immediately then say as the kids say it, then like cancels out the slang. What did I watch today during lunch? I watched a video essay on an old Polish painting of a sad clown. That's what I did with my lunch hour today. I watched it purely because I thought they were going to make a but Dr. I am Pagliacci joke. I didn't make it through the whole video because I was like, okay, I've got the gist of this. And I decided to then watch a Germa compilation instead for the rest of my lunch for some fucking stupid reason. But yeah, so I switched off. So maybe the final, you know, line of the video was a Pagliacci joke. But yeah, I don't know. But Doctor, I am Pagliacci. I know how that clown feels for real. Building the engine. We are building the engine. My throat is killing from drinking that fucking stupid red velvet milkshake that I made. Why did I make that? Why did I drink that? And the other half of it's just in the fridge. I didn't even put anything over the top of it to stop it from spoiling. I've just put it in there, just raw dogging it. Oh yeah, look, this is a little intake engine. It's a pretty cool little build, but I don't want it in. I don't like having that on display, so I just keep it in there. Oh my goodness, thank you very much for the follow. Platties have fatties. What a name. Thank you very much, welcome in. How are you? Are you a fan of Lego streams? Because if you are, then lucky for you, I do Lego streams every Monday. I'm a variety streamer. I do Lego building on Mondays. I then play games on the other days. And I play a variety of games, you might say. That's a little joke for you there. I'm a funny guy. And humble. I'm very humble. Oh, fuck. Where did that go? Sorry, I'm getting my big ugly head in frame there. But hello, how are you? How was your weekend? And how's your Monday been? Hi, yes, I am building Lego right now. Very nice. What Lego set are you currently building? Are you also building the Ford Mustang? That'd be a weird coincidence if you were. I would love to buy some more Lego soon, but I don't have the money for that. Thank you very much for the applause. Thank you, thank you. I'm here all week. I'm here all week. What was I gonna... Oh yeah, I had to pay my car insurance for the year today. Because I forgot to do it, and then I didn't forget to do it. I was trying to do it over the weekend, but I couldn't do it on mobile. It was like, oh, you have to make a payment. I was like, yes, I know. Let me pay, please. And then it went, you have to make a payment. So I had to do it on my laptop today during lunch. Yeah. So no more buying for me this month. I'm not allowed to spend any more money. Well, not that I'm not allowed. I need to not spend any... Well, I can't spend too much money this month because I just paid lots of money for my car insurance. Adult things. So much fun. Lou says, Platty Jubes. Platty Jubes, mate. Platty Jubes. Gotta love a bit of the Platty Jubes. Well, that's fun. Oh yeah, is there a name you would like me to call you? Platties have fatties. What a name. It was good. I'm glad you had a good one. None you don't. I build sets, take them apart, and build random shit. Ooh, very nice. So you are a mock builder, are you? Is that the term for it? A mock builder? I had never... I never got into that. I don't have the creativity for it. I have very limited creativity. I remember I was saying to the wonderful Biggie when me and She's Not Controlling went to go meet him. They were all talking about like creative stuff and all that jazz, and I was like, I've lost all of my creative flair over the years. Like 4 years of working in an office has just destroyed my brain. It's just like rotten up there now. There's like nothing going on. I've not had a single creative thought in the past like 10 years. No, that's a lie. It's been a while though. That's for damn sure. That's just what being an adult does to you guys. Not fun. Would not recommend. Platty is fine. Okay, very nice to meet you, Platty. I hope that you have a relaxing time doing some Lego. My boyfriend is going to join soon. Ooh, very nice. As in joining you to build or coming here? Welcome in, Venom4326. You meant coming here. Very nice to meet you. How are you doing today? How has your weekend been? It's very nice to see you two here. Hope you're doing well. Somewhat, yes. Somewhat. Why do you mean somewhat? There's my BF. Good. What about you? Yeah, I've had a good weekend, thanks. Did a nice Costco trip. Done some relaxing. Can't complain. All good, steady decline. You know how it is. There you go. What piece? It was good. I built Lego with Platty, so yeah. She built mocks somewhat. Okay. Were you helping with said mocks? Again, like I said, it's not really something that I've ever gotten into. It's just very difficult to do. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of creativity. I've just never been very good at any form of sculpting, just in general. So sculpting with Lego, specifically, is it's like levels on top of levels. Wouldn't be able to do it. My brain just ain't built like that. Although, something that I would love to do at some point, which I might do as a stream eventually, is paint on stream. So I've got a lot of empty space on my walls, and I would love to put up some canvases, but I'd like to paint my own canvases because I think that'd be fun. Wouldn't be very good, and I'd have to, you know, do a disclaimer, and any time that someone sees it, I'd be like, yeah, sorry, I did that myself. And I'd be like, oh, well, it's good then in that case. That goes there, and that goes there. Oh, I'm sorry. That milkshake is coming back to haunt me. Venom says, yes, we are working on a Minecraft creeper right now. I'm a creeper, Minecraft's Grim Reaper. Very nice. Yes, we are, says Platty. Very, very, very nice. I hope you two enjoy. Sorry, I'm like... The reason my voice keeps on going away is because I keep on turning away from my mic. Because I've got my instructions, like, down there. But not down here, it's like... My setup is I've got my desk here, and then I've got my laptops next to me, on my bed. And then behind me on my bed I've then got the instruction manual. Very scuff setup, has to be said. I would do the thing where I have the instructions up on screen, you know, because you can go onto the website and stuff. But then I'd have to have Chrome open the whole stream, which would fuck everything up. Oh fuck, my nose. It's okay. I know what you're doing, lol. Well, that's fine. That's fine, Venom. As long as you can see what I'm doing and you get the gist of it. then that's fine. It's more about the chillness on a Monday, hence the subtitle that I've got of Mindful Monday. But yeah, like I said, I am a variety streamer. I like to do LEGO streams on Mondays, and then games during the rest of the week. So like tomorrow, for instance, we are going to be playing, because it's the first Tuesday of the month, we're going to be playing one of the PlayStation Plus games that will be coming out tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's the deal with airplane food? My nose is killing me, man. Ugh. But yeah, we got some chill tunes. We got some vibes. I'm knackered. I'm really tired. It does have to be said. That milkshake is doing bits to me. My heart is beating so quickly, I feel like I'm gonna die. Whose bright idea was it to blend up a fucking huge slice of red velvet cake? Oh wait, me, because I'm an idiot. Why would I've got mustard on my... Oh no, that's... It's nail polish. You can't really see it on camera. But there, I really thought that was mustard, but it's not. No problem. Got to go, bye. Okay, bye. That's fine, Platty and Venom. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully catch you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Right, I'm gonna burp. Oh, wow. Wow, that was... Thank you very much, Vagabond. Sorry, yeah, I'm not having a good time. If anyone here is ever curious as to what it would be like to mash up a red velvet cake and put it into a milkshake, you don't do it. It's not worth it. That shit will destroy your body. I feel like I'm on the verge of death right now. It's not a pleasant experience that I'm going through. But yeah, what plans have you got for this week? Anything fun? Anything fun? I'm going to be hanging out with my big sis on Wednesday because she's back in the country, and we're going to be going to an unbranded chicken restaurant. Actually, that's our plan on Wednesday. Classic. It's her first, like, it's gonna have been her, like, third day back in England. She's like, I need me a fucking Nando's. I mean, unbranded chicken restaurant. That was close. That was close. That was almost catastrophic then. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be her, like, third day back, and she's like, yep. Time for an unspecified chicken restaurant meal. I did actually have other plans for Wednesday, but I've had to cancel those plans, which is why I'm now free. I was going to have a nice hot date on Wednesday, but in classic Prem fashion, the person messaged me going, actually, no. That's just my life. It's like you know when you see like the scam ads and it's like doctors hate him for this simple trick. It's like that, but instead of doctors, it's women. Women hate him for this simple trick. Hey ho. Another date with my left hand at midnight. I guess that'll do. That was probably too much detail there. I apologize. Right, let's put... Get the tunes on, get the tunes on. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Oh, God. Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. Oh yeah, did you watch that video? I say with no context. The Russo brothers did one of those breakdown a scene things. They like went through a bunch of their fight scenes. Well, not fight scenes, but they went through a bunch of different things from their career and just broke it all down. That was a hell of a video. That was a pretty good vid, to be fair. They talked about Arrested Development, they talked about Community, they talked about Civil War, and then Infinity War and Endgame. They didn't talk about Winter Soldier, though, which was weird. Considering that's the one that everyone says is, like, their best thing that they've done. But hey, what do I know? Maybe they just didn't want to talk about it. For whatever reason. What else? That one. That one. He is not your savior. Cole made you think about it, but he is not your savior. Oh, fuck me, that's impossible to read. They don't like theatres, I hear. As in a movie theatre, or like a traditional drama theatre. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't like movie theatres, considering, isn't it like the past 2 or 3 projects that they've done now have been Netflix movies? Maybe they're just a bit fed up of doing, like, all the movie stuff. As in, like, traditional film media stuff. I wouldn't be shocked. Because, yeah, like, they've done a lot of TV and stuff in their time. Movie theatres. They said it's elitist or something. Yeah. I mean, it is. It is very elitist. So I don't blame them in the slightest. yeah, if that is true, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because, yeah, they don't... Oh, shit, sorry. They are, like, very no-nonsense people. Very no-nonsense directors. I like that about them. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they just didn't like that whole thing, and they were just like, just give us the budget, but for Netflix, please. He is not your savior. Cole made you feel empowered, but he is not your savior. Nope. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there you go. Oh yeah, what do you think of Phase 5 and 6 of the MCU, Lou? What's your opinion on it all? Lou said lot of film guys were angry on Twitter that day. But why? Like, cinemas are dumb. And I get, oh, if cinemas are gone, then that's the sanctity of the medium destroyed or whatever, but it's been destroyed for a while. Let's face it. Lou says, not that excited. Yeah, same. I was exhausted, more so than anything, when I saw the fucking things being announced. I was like, God damn it. I was like, can they not just give us a break? Just 1 year where we don't have anything, please. Fucking pandemic was such a breath of fresh air. And then like, right, back to the grind. My dentist says that I grind in my sleep, That's the mentality that Marvel have. Well, that Disney in general have. Grinding in my sleep, bro. There's like a couple things I'm excited for, but yeah. Overall, I'm just a bit like, enough. Please. Let poor Stanley rest, Man's dead. Stop milking him for everything he's worth. It says, not a fan of the multiverse in general. Well, yeah, you aren't gonna like, not gonna like a lot of what they've got planned then. I think the one multiverse, well, the two multiverse things that I'm looking forward to are the two Avengers movies. So it's like, I've got to get through all this other shit. I'm looking forward to the two last things. I'm like, just get me to the end, please. I don't care about the journey. I care about the destination. Just get me to the destination. It's like with Marvel now, I'm at a point where my knowledge, I don't have as much knowledge as I used to have with this sort of thing. Because like before, I would read, you know, I've read like a few of the comic books in the past. I've read like a lot of the big events, and I've read like a few individual runs and stuff. And you know, I've like played the game, I've played like some of the games and stuff like that. So it's like going into Phase 4, I had a passing knowledge of who Moon Knight was. I knew that he was a fan favourite, everyone loved him. I had, you know, I have a passing knowledge of She-Hulk and that she breaks the fourth wall and stuff. And that she's a lawyer. But then, like, everything else from Phase 4, like Miss Marvel, I know, like, the character. I just know the character's name because of the, like, seeing the Avengers game stuff on YouTube. I've never played the Avengers game, but seeing the Avengers game on, like, YouTube, I'm like, I know who the character is. I don't even have, like, a passing knowledge of her, though. It's like, going into most of the stuff now, I'm like relatively, you know, I'm going in relatively blind. Whereas, you know, with like the Avengers and stuff, even though at the time they were B-list characters, I still, you know, knew a decent amount about them. And I'd read a few Avengers comic books. Like, I've never read a Moon Knight comic book, never read a fucking Eternals comic book, never read what other random shit they're going to be doing. I've never read Secret Invasions. But I know of Secret Wars. And the idea of that, pretty cool. I mean, it's very dumb and comic booky and, like, obviously just done to sell toys. But, apart from that, it's pretty cool. So that'll be fun. Yeah, like everything else, I'm just sort of like, I don't really know what's going on with any of it, so just make it a good thing. And then the only other thing that I know about Secret Wars is that it has Doom in it, which I'll be very excited to see. I would love to see Doctor Doom, because I know that Disney would actually do him well. They wouldn't do him dirty. Where the fuck is this piece? Am I being dumb? I'm looking for, like, a black... Is it black or is it... Okay, so it's a grey piece. Ah, okay. I was being dumb. It's because I was looking for a black piece and I need to be looking for a grey piece. Now I can't pick this up. Jeez, pick it up, pick it up. Secret Wars would be like an all-star heroes versus villains battle if it's according to the comics. Yeah. So the only thing I know about Secret Wars is essentially they just get a bunch of heroes and villains from a bunch of different multiverses, and then just go, now fight. It's essentially just some dude just getting a bunch of toys out from different places and just playing with them all at once. That's all I know about Secret Wars. I remember when everyone thought that the plan was going to be to do Secret Invasion as, like, the next Avengers movie. Before Captain Marvel came out. Because that's the thing. I'm getting into nerd talk here. That's the thing with what Captain Marvel's done, is it's changed the way that the Skrulls work. Because the one thing I do know is, you know, because of games and stuff, is that traditionally, Skrulls are the bad guys. I know that much because I've played games and I've watched some of the cartoons, and yeah, the Skrulls are always the bad guys, and they like infiltrate Earth, because that's what Secret Invasion is. It's like they infiltrate Earth, and then you're like, oh, who's a Skrull? Who's real? You know, it's that. It's a lot of espionage and shit like that. But then they cast Ben Mendo as the main Skrull, and they were like, we want to make Ben Mendo a good guy. So they just made the Skrulls good, and it's like, well, now the idea of a Secret Invasion storyline in the MCU just doesn't make sense, because it's like, oh, you don't know who's the actual person who's been replaced by a Skrull. Okay. Well, the Skrulls seem pretty cool, so why would we care if they are a Skrull? You know, like if people have a problem with Skrulls in the MCU, to me that's kind of like just that's because they're, you know, xenophobic and they don't like aliens. There's literally no reason for people to be upset that Nick Fury is not Nick Fury. They're like, oh no, Nick Fury's a Skrull. It's like, alright, has he been doing all the things that Nick Fury does? Yeah, alright, cool. What's the issue? So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that show, because I'm just sort of like, I don't... You know, unless if the trailers show me otherwise, it's kind of like, why is it a thing that we need? Considering it won't have the same storytelling potential. But hey, that's just the theory. A game theory. Lou says, man, I don't remember anything from Captain Marvel. To be fair, it is a very forgettable movie. The only thing I remember is that the Skrulls are the good guys, and Jude Law bites the bullet. What? Wait, does he die in that movie? I can't remember. I just know that Jude Law's the bad guy, and he gets his shit rocked by Captain Marvel, and then it's set in the 90s. Oh yeah, and then Nick Fury loses his eye. That's the only thing I remember about that movie. Not the best in the franchise, it has to be said. But yeah, one thing I am really looking forward to is Daredevil. That's hopefully going to be good. The thing is, with Daredevil, right, everyone's like, oh yeah, but they're going to make him do quips and stuff, and oh, they're going to make him a joke, just like what they did with Kingpin. Cool, yeah, do it. We've had 3 seasons of Daredevil being a Frank Miller character. We can just have him go back to normal Daredevil, it's fine. Fuck it. Why? It's an 18 episode show, why not just have like a 2 or 3 episode arc where Spider-Man shows up and they just beat up some dudes. That'd be fun. Maybe he can have a lawyer off with She-Hulk. I mean, I'm guessing that's what's going to happen in She-Hulk. But like, maybe he can do that. Maybe he can have another adventure with Punisher. I don't fucking know. Although that is one thing that I'm skeptical about She-Hulk, is how they're going to handle Daredevil. Because what I'd hope would happen is Daredevil shows up for a fun cameo, they do some lawyering, they do some superheroing together, they do some lawyering together, and then by the end of the episode, it's done, and then it's like, alright, see you in 13 months' time or whatever for your show, Daredevil. And he's like, oh yes, my show. You should catch it on Disney+. Subscriptions are only however much a year, you know? That's fine. But what I know that they're going to do, because it's Disney, is probably gonna, instead of just having him like be there and just do things with She-Hulk, it's gonna be, oh, Daredevil's here, time to shift the focus of the entire TV show onto Daredevil and have She-Hulk be a secondary character in her own show. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of complaining about Marvel. It's just, with this past like 2 years, I'm just sort of done with Marvel now. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just a bit fed up with that shit. Like, I like a lot of the stuff that they do, but it's just a bit much now, and like a lot of their stuff is boring now. They're not as creative as they once were. We've had like a few creative things in Phase 4, but the rest of it's just been very bland. So I don't know. We shall see how it goes. But yeah, it's like, that was my biggest complaint with Miss Marvel, is that it just sort of stopped being a Miss Marvel show partway through for no reason. It was like, for the first 2 episodes and then the final episode, it was like, this is the Miss Marvel show, and it's really fun, and it's, you know, a lot of teen drama and relationships and stuff, and there's all this fun stylized storytelling that we have, and you know, it focuses a lot on the teen drama aspect of it. And then like the middle 3 episodes, it's like, there's some bad guys, and here's an entire flashback episode which has nothing to do with the title character. It's like how, like, during the Boba Fett show, they were like, here are 2 episodes of The Mandalorian for you, because we didn't know what to do with Boba Fett. It's just give us what okay, what annoys me about Marvel, well, about Disney in general, is that they're too afraid to commit. Disney are very afraid of commitment. They're afraid of committing to a tone and a style. And it's just very boring. Because as soon as they start going a little bit adventurous with it, they go, oh shit, we need to go back to the formula. We need to go back to the formula. Which is what they did with Miss Marvel, and it ruined it. It's what they did with WandaVision. They ruined it. It's what they did with Shang-Chi, and they ruined it, you know? Like, Loki and Doctor Strange are like the only 2 things from Phase 4 where they just went, okay, we have the tone, we have the style, we have the premise. We're just gonna stick with that. And it worked. Like, even Thor, they were like, okay, it's Ragnarok, but more. It's more Ragnarok. But then they went, okay, but we need to, like, you know, we need to put in the Marvel stuff still. So just, if you're gonna make it that type of movie, just make it that type of movie the whole way. Just silly. It's just silly. Anyway, I'm doing enough complaining. It's just, yeah. I hear there is a Partition episode in Miss Marvel. There is, and it's a really fucking good episode. But it doesn't go with the rest of the show at all. What they should have done is either do 6 episodes, because basically what happens with Miss Marvel, the structure of the show is the first 2 episodes it's like the introductory episodes, and they're setting Damage Control up to be like the main villain, and it's basically it feels like it's going to be smaller, more intimate, and focusing on teen drama, with the villains being like the authority figures that don't want them to be young. Basically, it's like they're like, oh, you're young teens and you're rebelling and you have superpowers, and it's playing out to be this like nice coming of age story, which is nice. And then in the 3rd episode, they like drop in these villains called the Clandestines, who I think are based on that like mythology type of stuff. So they drop them in. The Jinn, that's the other name that they go by, which is like the more actual real life based stuff that they're basing it on. And it's like, so there's 2 episodes of them doing random like Marvel shit. So they have like the 2 superhero episodes in the middle, and then the 3rd episode, like the Bangle or whatever, sends her back to the Partition. But she's there, but she's not really there. She's like energy or something. I don't know. It's confusing. But she's in the Partition, and she's basically... It's kind of like in Prisoner of Azkaban, when it's like the only reason that the things happened along the way was because she went back in time and did the things. It's that type of story. So she goes back to the Partition, because like she always was told this story of her great grandma, who like she got lost in the chaos and violence, you know, trying to get the last train out of India, and then her daughter, so Kamala Khan's grandmother, she was like guided to her father via like light or whatever. And it's like, and yeah, it's done in the same way as Prisoner of Azkaban, where it's like she goes back and she's like, oh no, you need the light, she needs the light, and then she's like, oh wait, I have light powers, and then she uses her powers, she's like, wait, I was the one that helped her find whatever, and it's like, alright, cool, yeah, that's fun. But it's like, it's like those middle 3 episodes don't belong in the rest of the show, because then in the last episode, it goes back to the teen drama stuff, with Damage Control being the villain, and it's like, they're on the run, because someone suddenly gains powers, and then they're like uncontrollable powers and stuff, so they're on the run, and they camp up in their high school, and then it's essentially just like a Home Alone scheme, where they're just trying to distract, like, the cops long enough to get everyone out. And it's like, that's fun. like, they don't have, like, a big superhero battle. It's just, they're just trying to get out of the school, and then they have, like, a little bit of a fight with damage control outside, but then the New York crowd is like, hey, you don't mess with kids, that's not cool, and then it's, like, called off, because like, this is really bad PR for damage control. The people who are meant to be fixing damage are having a PR nightmare because they're attacking kids. It's like, why wasn't... It should have either been a whole show based on, like, the bookended stuff, or just make it a movie based on the partition stuff. You know, you can have a lot of the historical and cultural reference in, like, an origin movie, which you can then which you can then have all the teen drama stuff in, like, a separate TV show. I don't know why they decided to try and blend both, it just doesn't work. And Lou says, yeah, very bizarre to put it in a teen show, it's like one of the ugliest history stuff nobody likes to talk about here. Yeah, it's weird. Because it's like a very dark thing to have, and they, like, try to, you know, sprinkle the Marvel stuff over it. And it's like, kind of feels a bit dodgy to be doing that, but, you know, whatever. I don't know much about it, it's not part of my history, my cultural history, so I don't really know too much about it, but yeah, I was watching, I was a bit like, this doesn't feel right to me. Anyway, I'll watch it someday and form an opinion then, yeah. I would say, I'd say you can pirate it, it's fine. Just pirate it. It's like, a lot of the stuff that Marvel's been doing recently is, it's like, it starts out so promising, and then by the end of the thing you're there like, ugh, I wish they just did more of what they did in the first half. And I think that's why I like Doctor Strange so much, was because it was like, it starts off and it's like, this is a Sam Raimi movie, and then by the end you're like, this is a Sam Raimi movie. It just doesn't change. There's no, like, turning point halfway where it's like, okay, we're now done with the Sam Raimi stuff and it's now a Marvel movie. It's like the Sam Raimi stuff just keeps on going on. And I think it's why I enjoyed Thor for the most part, was because a lot of it is Taika Waititi stuff. But then, yeah, the worst bits of the movie is when they go, right, time to put in some Marvel things. I just don't understand what Marvel... Well... Yeah, I just don't get why they haven't learned their lesson. Because, like, everyone knows that the best movies from Marvel are, like, the ones where they just let the filmmakers do their thing. I still don't get why they've not learned their lesson from it. It really does baffle me that they've still not learned their lesson from this shit. It's like, what WandaVision is WandaVision up until the last episode, and then it's a Marvel TV show. It just doesn't make sense to me. Ugh. And Lou says, every TV show these days wants to have a Fly episode, I think. Haven't seen the Fly episode, of course. What episode are you on now? I've got hiccups now. But yeah, I get you. A lot of people are just trying to do the Breaking Bad now, basically. Oh, what? There's a fucking advert which always pops up, pops up on YouTube. I think it's like a Deliveroo advert. And every time I hear it, it's like the music that they play sounds like it's going to go into the fucking Better Call Saul theme. It's like a brown, but it's that brown sounds like it's going to do, and it throws me off every time I hear that advert. I'm like, oh, why is there an advert for Better Call Saul? And I'm like, nope, it's not. It's just the random Deliveroo ad of all things. I'm knackered. I'm gonna read after stream. I got my book, which I'm gonna read. I'm almost finished with it now. Which is quite upsetting. Yeah, it's quite upsetting that I'm almost done with this book, because it's the last of like the second phase of this franchise, because you know that's a thing that people like doing now, is they like doing phases of franchises. It's the end of the second phase. It's Scott Aubrey Pleasant. That's the book that I'm reading, and it's the end of the second phase. But I'm not planning on reading any more of those books. Like when the next one comes out, I'm like, you know, after I finish this one, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with these. And then yeah, dependent on how the MCU goes, I think Phase 6 for me will be like, yeah, I'm done. And then I might, you know, watch random things now and then. A fun fact for you that I've just seen in this instruction manual. To mark its 50th birthday in 2014, Ford assembled a Mustang on the 86th floor observation deck of the Empire State Building. That's fun. Right. 1, 2. Nope, we only need 1. But yeah, after this book, I am I would like to read some more like actual books, but effort. It's so much fucking effort to like sit down and read a book. Which is why I don't do it. Plus I can't read. I can read. I just don't like to do it. I do this thing when I read where this makes me seem like a child. But I like to do the voices out loud, right? That's partly because of the fact that I've read a lot of scripts in my life, and I, studied drama and stuff. So I just got used to speaking things out loud. But when I read books, like all the actual narration and like book stuff, I read in my head. But then soon as a character starts talking, I'm then like, right, I need to say this out loud. I need to come up with a voice for this character. I don't know why. It's just something that I do. And I've always done it. Okay. I'm doing the doors now. Yeah, is that like a childish thing to do? Because it does make it sound like I can't read. I can read. I just like to do it out loud. Which is part of the reason why I don't read a lot. And why I don't read actual books, because like people like to read on trains and stuff. And if I were to read on a train, I'd just be there just saying things out loud like a lunatic, a deranged person on a train speaking to himself. As opposed to, a deranged person sat at home speaking to himself with a light shining on him. That's different. Here I'm not in public, Here you have to purposefully make your way here to watch a man speak to himself. Whereas if I were to do it on a train, it's like I'm just objecting people to it, There you go, so this is the top of the door. Cool. Is it just me, or does the chord progression of the song sound like Genie in a Bottle? Lou says, I'm supposed to read an 80-page paper by noon tomorrow. Have you started? Or are you, you just taking a break before you do it? Yeah, that's not fun. What's the paper about? Fuck that for a laugh, though. It was 18 pages, front and back. Is that what you're gonna be like tonight, Lou? You fell asleep? I really want to rewatch Friends, but at the same time I really don't want to. Because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna watch it be like, oh ha ha ha. And then they're gonna be like, gay joke. I'll be like, ugh. You know? Hey, isn't it funny that Chandler's dad dresses up as a woman and does drag? Isn't that funny? Ugh. I don't know, JK. I don't know, JK Rowling. Fucking hell. I don't know about that one. Wait, have I been... No, I did use the right thing. Okay. Cool. No doubt. On page 37 for the last 6 hours. Oh my god. You need some coffee. You need to stop watching this. And then you need to, like, sit down somewhere quiet and read it. I hate to be an adult here and give you, like, actual advice on things, but yeah, you need to get the fuck out of it. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Whoopee! What do you do? Go! Sorry, that's a pretty much it reference. Whoopee, you need to get the fuck out of here! Finding disjoint parts in planar networks. I don't know what any of that means. But, sounds pretty cool. I don't know if I pronounced it right either. Has to be said. I like hearing about people's smart things that they do and look at. Makes me feel smarter by proximity, you know? Coffee at midnight? Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen, eh? What's the worst? Come on, what's the worst that could happen? How is your sleeping pattern nowadays, Vagabond? Have you settled into more of a sleeping pattern now? I remember you just used to be up for, like, literally the entire night. So obviously you'd be able to watch streams at UK evening time when you were, like, what, 6 hours ahead? Maybe more? I quite like the yellow. Has to be said. It's a lot more low-key than my other colours that I've got. It's a lot more low-key. I like it. It's like you have some starting points and destination point pairs in a map, and you have to see if there are paths from each point which do not overlap. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I usually sleep around 2 to 3 a.m. and wake up around 10. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's not as bad as it used to be, right? Because it used to be a lot worse. That's fine. That's manageable. Yeah, just have some coffee. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen, eh? What's the bloody worst that can happen? Oh, sheesh, look at that. That is nice. Lou says, have you heard about the P equals NP problem? This feels like a setup. This feels like a setup. Let me try and see if I can think. I can't think of what it would be a setup for, so I will bite in that case, since I can't think of the answer. What is the P equals NP problem? No jokes there. Oh, it just looked. You realise that you are the boy that cried wolf here, right? When you just randomly go, oh, have you heard about this thing? It's like, could go one of two ways with you. So you understand my skepticism. And News says, it's a very famous unsolved problem of computer science. Oh, well no, I've definitely not heard about it in that case. So what is it? Swear to God. If you've just lied to me and you're going to set me up, I'm going to be fuming. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to... Oh, okay, this is the last step of the bag. If somebody proves that P equals NP, then roughly all computers could get ridiculously faster. How does that work? And what is P and NP? Sorry, equations are not my forte. Wouldn't it be funny if I just like Goodwill Hunting this shit? And I just immediately, I'm like, yeah, it's that, obviously. I mean, that isn't going to happen. But it would be funny if it did. Oh. Whoops. Lou says it's a bit hard to explain. P basically are the class of problems which are easy to solve, and NP is a collection of problems which are not so easy to solve. Was it like if... So in layman's terms, is it if the collection of problems that were not easy to solve would then solve at the same rate as the easy problems, then yeah, that would mean that everything would be quicker. Okay, yeah. Look, am I understanding that right? Is that why it would... Yeah, so if P equals not P, the not so easy problems are actually easy. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on the same page. I get you. Yeah, that doesn't sound like an easy thing to, Yeah, that doesn't sound like an easy thing to, change. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I could picture that happening in our lifetime, though. I can imagine some, like, random TikTok kid just going, this is, how you work it out, and then everyone just goes, by Jove, he's done it. I don't know why they'd say by Jove in 2022, but hey-ho. Right. You can see the Mustang's, like, properly taking shape now. The shape is pretty much there. The only thing we're missing is the bonnet, the roof, and then the boot. I think everything else is, and then obviously the tyres. But I think everything else is pretty much done. Although, the way that the car looks now is the way it would look if it was in Detroit. Shaking my head. Can't have anything in Detroit these days, man. Sorry, that's just a dumb Twitter joke. But yeah, it looks fucking clean. It looks good. So we've got these lovely doors, which don't open at the angle that I've got it at. But yeah, you can see... I mean, you can't really see the detail because of the way that the light is. If I turn it like that. There you go. So there's some nice detail on the doors. Opens up. And you've got these lovely lines. We've got the little plate at the front. And then we've done the engine as well. So you've got the battery. You've got the actual engine block. Oils and fans and stuff. Pretty nifty little set, has to be said. Right now, almost all of the problems in NP can be converted to each other easily. So if you can solve any of the problems in NP easily, then all of them can be solved easily. Oh, okay. But then it's just trying to get the same conversion to the P problems. I get you. I get you. That makes sense. That makes sense to my dumb monkey brain. But we're going to call it there. Thank you very much for popping by. What have we got coming up? So tomorrow, it's the first Tuesday of the month, which means Prem plays PlayStation Plus prize. We're going to be playing some Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Sorry, pardon me. We're going to be playing some Pro Skater 1 and 2 on stream tomorrow. Oh my god. On stream tomorrow. And on the Thursday, we're back with Ghost of Tsushima. Going to get fully stuck into Act 3. So yeah, thank you very much. Oh shit. I'm just fucking smacking things left, right and centre. I don't even care. But yeah, thank you very much for popping by. YouTube, we will see you later. Thank you very much for popping by, YouTube.